I really thought he was the one, you know. I've never seen anyone hold a crowd like he could. He knows just what to do. He tells them stories and you can see every character he's talking about. And he makes them laugh and he's so serious all at the same time. It's not just a trick. He's not just doing it for himself, he really believes it. The trouble is, I don't know what it is he believes. He's not always sweetness and light. Last week, when he went up to the Temple Market and started throwing the stalls over, calling all the weasel-faced middle-class little twisters that rip everyone off and then go home for the night to their nice comfy little houses on the north side of the city and raise their 2.4 spoiled brats. I don't know how he got out alive, except there were just too many of us, and the army won't come in the temple. It was brilliant. That's what he should have done from the start. But he won't get properly organised. I offered to manage things. I took the finances over soon after I joined because it was such a mess. But no one listens, not that lot. They just drift on. And he's his own worst enemy. He wastes all his energy in little things on little people that are never going to be any different. Not unless they're properly motivated. The country needs to change. He could have done it. Better than anyone if he just chose to. But he always lets himself get sidetracked by some sick woman or the crowd saying they're hungry or something. He had 5,000 of them once. All he had to do was talk them up. And what does he do? They say they're hungry. And instead of saying, go and take your bread from the rich merchants that nicked it, he feeds them. Well, sort of. Clever, that. Simon. Simon thought it was a miracle when they all got fed. I saw them. They had food all the time. They just wanted to keep it to themselves. And you can't blame them. These people have nothing. And they always will have nothing unless we take action. No such thing as a free lunch. What really got me was this thing with the perfume. Typical bourgeois frippery. You know, wear this and you'll feel like $1 million. Put this on, you'll get off with anyone. All the usual advertising tricks. But this girl, Mary, it was worth hundreds, that bottle. She just wasted it. I didn't say anything at first. I just stood there, transfixed, while she pours it all over him and then starts rubbing it in, as though it was a massage parlour. Jesus, what are you doing? Letting her throw that away and then maud you about, oh, the Pharisees would have a field day with that. You're supposed to have some dignity. You could do so much and you're wasting it. Wasting us. Wasting me. And then he makes some sick joke about getting ready to die, like it's embalming fluid or something. I've worked so hard for that man. 2 whole years trying to keep things in order, trying to get him and the rest of them to see what needs to be done. I used to slip away to party meetings every now and again just to keep in touch, so I didn't lose sight of where we were going. I thought he was one of us, but he's a maverick. He would never work with anyone properly. He won't see the political realities. I never really went along with it. Anyway, these things need to be brought to a head. So I fixed to see the council. They were surprised. My Lord Caiaphas, he is a smarmy, self-righteous little man. But you shouldn't underestimate him. He knows what to do with power. He couldn't bring himself actually to touch me, of course. He wouldn't shake my hand. Oh, yes, my lord, I said. He often goes with his friends to this place after they've eaten. There'll be a few of them, and some of them, like Simon, the one they call the Rock, he'll be prepared for a fight, so don't go without sufficient men. And then he, my noble Lord Caiaphas, says to me, how many men do you think we'll need? So I say, who am I that my lord should ask me? Well, he gives what passes for a smile on that polished, greasy face, and he turns to one of his minions and says, give him his money. A couple of months' wages, price of a slave. Who cares? I thought I might give it to the cause. That was yesterday, Wednesday, and today we get ready. He knows something's in the air. We just had this meal together and he starts saying something funny about, never mind what he said. I just slipped away when I had to. They didn't want me there anyway. But as I was going, I was stood in the shadows underneath the window of the room upstairs where they all were. And I hear his voice as though he's talking to me even though I'm not there. And he's saying, this is my body given for you. All right then. So you've given it to me. Well, that's just as well, Jesus, because I've sold it. You'll find out. Why wouldn't you just do what I wanted?